video here. I am setting up my camera. I am going to sit here and try to cook some onions and carrots with some chicken, kind of like a sauteed stir-fry version of what I enjoy throughout the week, especially when I'm in a hurry at doctor's appointments and such. I honestly do not remember what I am saying, so I am sitting here doing a voiceover for this specific clip. Currently, I am chopping up an onion. I'm going to move my camera down here for you guys so y'all can see easier what I'm actually doing. So, as you can tell, just chopping the ends of my onion. Going to go ahead and peel the outer layer. I've got it's right here, and they're the baby carrots, so I'm just going to sit here and cut the onion and then sit here and chop up a good couple handfuls of the small carrots as well and put them in my pan with a little bit of olive oil on medium heat. So you just peel the outer layer here, onion, and then I'm going to sit here and cut it in half, thin slices, and then basically dice it. I will probably also end up putting some music during this part as well, because I have no clue what I was talking about, probably health issues and whatnot, just because of me being away for so long. But I've had multiple surgeries in the last couple years, a surgery for the last 3 years, literally. I'm back up on my kinda, sorta, somewhat. So I figured while I've got the energy and strength and stamina, I will sit here and make a cooking video. Because in general, I do not do a whole lot of cooking as much as I used to. My husband will do a lot more cooking. Alright, I'm adding the oil to the pan. I'm going to add it on medium-low heat. So see how I'm thinly slicing the onion? I am going to just continue thinly slicing everything and then turn around and dice it super thinly and tiny. here. I have the onions and carrots cooking. Now I'm going to sit and chop up the chicken, put it in the pan, saute it, you know, all the good things. And then I will add a little bit of salt. But here is how I go ahead and cook the chicken or cut it. And the one thing you never want to do is contaminate chicken on counters or anything else. So as soon as I finish this, it goes directly into the sink. And I have special cleaners I use specifically for the counter thing that the chicken might have touched. All right, so I'm just thinly cutting it sideways, and then I'm going to chop it the other way. And again, make it bite-sized pieces. Yep, like so. So I just put oil in the pan. I took out the onion and carrots. And now I'm about to add all of that 2 pounds of chicken into my pan. Get them cooked very nicely and soft. Oopsies, somebody sees my feet. Alright, so, like I said, as soon as you touch anything with chicken, well, sorry folks, but, you gotta wash it very thoroughly with tons of soap and water. Well, not like tons, but, the decent amount. And yes, it's going to stay here and cook in that pan. I've got it on about medium heat, I believe. And when you know that the chicken is super soft, see, adding my salt like I mentioned. And I deal with low blood pressure anyways, and I'm on a blood pressure medicine to help increase my blood pressure. So I'm allowed to have, fairly salt. That was only about a teaspoon for 2 pounds of chicken. So I'm just leveling them out there. Here is my carrots and onions I took out of the pan. I will just add all that back in. Alright, so I am going to sit you here for a moment as I go wash my hands. Okie dokie. So I've got about a cup of water for my filter that I use, the Berkey filter, water filter. So I am just putting it in here, or it's 2 cups of water actually, because I'm going to be making my buckwheat. It's from Russia because it's already, see how dark in there? It is already browned, and so I love that brand. Plus, it tastes really good. So it's 1 cup of buckwheat to 2 cups of water. And it's basically the same thing as how you would cook white rice. Brown rice, you would need a little bit more cooking time. I am using my rice cooker. I was going to say Instant Pot, but this is the actual rice cooker. And then you add a little bit of salt to that as well. Turn it on to the white rice. This is the brand Aroma rice cooker that I use. I'm over here grabbing the salt, just like I'm mentioning. It's about a teaspoon of salt. This little measurement is a teaspoon of salt. And then I just stir it just slightly and then close the lid and let it do its thing. That's all you do. Super fancy and easy. I don't typically try to do rice very often. I prefer the buckwheat. Buckwheat has more minerals and vitamins. White rice is just pure starch. So I try to stay away from that as much as possible. Obviously, that doesn't always happen because I don't do pasta because majority of pastas are gluten. So I stay away from gluten, breads. I'm still on my fairly strict diet, trying to do mostly vegetables and meats, with some buckwheat or my coconut wraps I use because it's, made with coconut flour. I'm about to add that back into our pan shortly with my coconut milk and add a touch of sesame oil, people. This is my hint when you cook chicken. Doesn't matter what you cook it with. It gives it a slight nutty flavor, and literally that's all you need. It's just a smidgen, probably of a teaspoon-ish. I've tried several different other brands. That is the best brand on the planet. So if anybody wants to try and know what sesame oil tastes like, go out and get that brand. And then you just mix it in here. It gives it a little bit of a nutty, chickeny flavor. I'm going to mix it with coconut milk. I love chicken and coconut milk lately. I add curry to it a lot as well, and or turmeric, but I believe today I am going to be using ginger instead. So I'm going to also put the lid on, add the onion seed, the milk, add the onion to it. Oh, what else am I getting? Let's see. I do not even remember. What am I getting? Oh, this is the brand I typically use. Native Forest. Coconut cream with no gargum. It is the best brand. It's just pure coconut cream and or coconut milk. So grab the native brand. This is a new one I've come up with that can, or not I've come up with, but I've, found that is really tasty as well for cooking and or coffees and or making certain things with your smoothies if you want a coconutty flavored smoothie. But anyway, I'm gonna sit here and finish cooking the chicken. Get it all, obviously not pink and raw, but completely thoroughly cooked. And very soft and tender. It will fall apart in your mouth, which is another reason why I love coconut milk, just because it is, to me, the best of the best. Um, Coconut curry or coconut and turmeric with black pepper is another good recipe as well that you can use. So let's go ahead and finish cooking all this. Again, I'm not sure what I'm talking about, but let's watch and wait and see.
Alrighty, well, I am back. Apparently it wasn't as long as I thought, because putting the lid on, it helps like cook it down a lot more, which is good. So I will just continue going where I was instead of like, I guess canceling the video. Haha. So, alright, so, oof, steamy. I'm trying to get all the good juices flowing and cooking and good, and wanna make sure the chicken is like super tender and soft, which it almost kinda is, not quite, it's still a little, see, rubbery, it doesn't want to cut all the way. Alright, so I'm gonna continue letting this cook down just a little bit longer. The chicken is actually pretty good though. At least it looks good, it smells good. Hopefully there's, some flavor in there with it. With the sesame oil and, a little bit of sesame oil and, my goodness, I can't even talk, the aminos, the bribes, soy sauce. So, that's going to finish cooking down just a little bit longer. So, I'm just standing here chilling. But I did have a good birthday. We ended up having a good 4th of July weekend, which was good as well. Not sure what else to update with you without giving away my podcast. Hi, Miss Julie. It's good to see you. Hope you're enjoying this. But I'm cooking some chicken with some stir-fried veggies. It's just rice and carrots. Onions and carrots. Rice, no. I'm cooking over here in my rice cooker, some buckwheat. It's healthier than the rice, in my personal opinion. I just try not to do too much rice, personally, but that is what I am currently cooking. It's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon here, and I have a doctor's appointment to go to in a little bit. An hour and a half I will leave or so. So I figured I will cook lunch / dinner for myself. Peter's got his meatloaf already made from the weekend, because we weren't sure if we were gonna be here or not. Thank you. Enjoy your day. But anyway, yeah, all is hopefully it's cooking really good. I'm just gonna let it keep cooking and whatnot for a bit. So that way it can get soft and tender. I wish I had some peas or something, but darn it, I ran out of celery. But that's okay, I'm not much of a celery fan unless I eat it raw anyway. So I'm okay with that. Don't tell anyone. I prefer to do, my goodness, what is on the ceiling up there? You see that in the video? What the heck is on that ceiling? Oh boy, looks like I need to clean more. But, yeah. I will just wait here until this is done. But in the meantime, I also have some good plants and produce and everything outside. I thought about making my, here is, if you can tell what that is, little petals. It's actually lavender. In fact, there you go, organic lavender blossoms. I make I'll show you. I have made this many a times, lavender lemonade. So good, so good, so good, so good. You can just boil down the lavender leaves, make it with some water, turn into like a tea. And instead of using legit sugar, like a lot of people do, I have stevia you can use as a sweetener, and or just boil it down, add the water and the ice, and then put the sweetener in your drink, and then add the lemon to it, fresh lemon. As well, I believe this recipe calls for, and then lemon.